everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca and I am going to show you the best foundation routine ever. Oh wow, that is a tall order. And by tall order I don't mean, could I get an almond milk latte with 1 pump caramel? Hi, welcome. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. I wanted to do just like a really good foundation tutorial that has been working for me. I stole all these ideas from other creators and artists. I don't mean that, but basically I kind of put things together that work for me. So I thought I'm going to show them to you and you decide, hey, does this work for you? I have dry skin, I have older, mature skin, I've got some discoloration, I also have to battle rosacea, things like that. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give you my version of my perfect foundation application. This is not one and done. This has a lot of steps. So there you go. All right, we have a mixture of drugstore and high-end. Don't feel compelled to just copy these exact products, brands, etc. I think there's a lot of things you can kind of figure out or incorporate that you already have. And yeah, I could also call this the most high maintenance foundation application ever. Just watching, you know, any makeup artist, Jamie Genevieve, Katie Jane Hughes, Danessa Myricks, any of their videos, there's a lot of prep that goes on. So I am skincare obsessed. You know, I am sunscreen obsessed. So all my looks begin with my skincare routine and my sunscreen, which I'm not going to do for you right now, but just to let you know, I am wearing the Dermatology, the mineral tinted SPF. I love it. Yes, it has a tint, but I don't look at it as like coverage for, you know, like a tinted moisturizer. It's mostly like the tint just cancels the mineral white cast of the SPF. So that is done. I am moist. All right, the next, what I'm going to do is sort of a primer, sort of a base, let's put it this way, like a luminous base. And I am using my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is shade 3. I also love, I mean, you can use any, like there's the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, there is the Pacifica Crystal Glow, I like the Milani, the bronze, you know, I have dupes for this. I just think that it has a little bit of the finish and the kind of reflective quality, as well as not really coverage, but kind of like deflects imperfections, if that sounds yeah. So we're gonna just apply this. Also, because I have this, I'm like, I gotta use it. I did get the shades, I'm not using my fingers, hang on, what am I using? Where is my brush? Here it is. I'm gonna use a stippled foundation brush. This is Wet n Wild. You can use, I have Wet n Wild and I have Wayne Goss, so whatever you want, you know. But I do like brushes, makeup brushes for a lot of the steps. And I think that your best bet is applying the product in layers and in phases. And I know it's fun on TikTok and Instagram to just like pour the product on your face, but that's more just for like fun, you know? I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. And I apply it in the center of my face. That's where I concentrate it. And I like the brush because it moves the product around. It lets it just sort of sink into the skin without absorbing product. I mean, a little bit of product gets absorbed on the bristles, but not a lot. I do have a dampened and really squeezed out beauty sponge, so I will be using that later, and I'll show you when, but not to apply foundation. So foundation, I picked the drugstore CoverGirl True Blend. There's a matte version and a longwear version of this, and I just like this original version. I have shade L6. L6? Yeah, which is buff beige, and it works great for me right now. Now, the funny thing about this is it does come with a pump, and my pump doesn't work, so I am gonna take the product out and put it on the back of my hand. I always put things on the back of my hand, or if you have a palette or something like that, you know, to place it on, that's like super makeup artisty of you if you want to do it that way. So this is the cap this is what it looks like, the CoverGirl. I think there's Maybelline, like I think there's a ton of just your basic foundations that would work really well. I'm picking a foundation that has a bit of coverage but not a lot, is not a matte, it doesn't have any like long wear claims or mattifying claims to it, because I want to just like blend it. I'm very much about keeping my skin looking luminous, looking fresh, yeah, fresh. Like that Downy Scent Crystals commercial. I love that, where that lady's like, fresh. Ow. Okay, so, oh, another brush that I really enjoy for applying, that is from the drugstore, is this Real Techniques brush. I think this one's at Walmart. It's foundation, but the ones with these gray handles, I think I've only seen them at Walmart and not Ulta, but Real Techniques brushes, you know. Honestly, you can just use whatever brush. Okay. But I think that this plays really well with the Charlotte Tilbury, because I think it just, I don't know, I feel like it's like a nice sister. It's like, oh look, I'm gonna help you out. I've got your back. I've got your back in the halls of school, you know. And I'm gonna do a good job, but I'm not doing it all for you. Oh, I feel like the more you apply this foundation, kind of just using what's on your brush, it almost, I don't know, I feel like I'm almost buffing it, blending it. It goes into the skin so easily. Concealer. So you can do concealer, you can do it before and then just like use less foundation, you know, like you can decide what you want to do. But for me, I don't focus foundation around my eyes, because I don't want to add too many layers around my eyes, because the more product layers that you have, the more products are capable of moving and creasing. And so with your eyes and my forehead, that's like where I make the most movement of my face. So I try to keep that area a thin application of anything, whether it's powder or cream. So I have to admit, I'm kind of in love, a sort of nice like, with this NYX Serum Concealer. It has done a nice job for me. I think like it's giving me coverage, it's hydrating, it's not thick or anything like that. So far so good. I am gonna put this on with this Real Techniques brush, which is also good for applying powder. It's the setting brush. I like to focus my concealer, of course, where the darkness is. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And I do put a little bit of this on my eyelid, but you can just leave your eyelid blank for shadow primer if you want to. Yeah. You guys, I had a sneezing fit earlier, and my throat, I feel like everything, I'm exhausted. Have you ever done that where you get like an allergy attack and then you're just overcome with sneezing and now what I also do is I take whatever's left and I pull it up, you know, where this kind of darkness, and especially sometimes I get kind of reddish right here. So I want to just even that out, and just so everywhere on my face has some kind of product and it doesn't look like there's a seam or something ends. I thought, you know what, let's use the 8 Health Halo Glow Setting Powder. This stuff is phenomenal. And for me, who I like just a light dusting of powder, it's so perfect to just fluff on, set the makeup, leave a nice, really pretty finish, but not be heavy. So before I forget, which I almost did, I am now going to take my sponge and I am just going to bounce it across my face. I'm gonna bounce it. Sorry, I don't know why that sounded so funny to me. Like it's a tennis ball, I'm just bouncing it off my face. And I got this from Allie Glines. She does this with her makeup. I just like to kind of keep I don't know, I think this is just another way of picking up any excess, getting products to sort of married with each other. So yeah, I like this. I like it especially before I put powder on, because then I feel like the product doesn't feel so wet. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, so I actually have the shade medium in this one, which you can see is not very dark. So it's translucent. I think I just got medium for my summer shade, and right now I'm just kind of like, that'll work. I am going to use my BK Beauty brush. This is the 102. It's just so soft and fluffy. I do like a soft and fluffy brush, and it doesn't have to be big. It can be small. Oop, out of focus. It can be small. You know, it can be what I was just using, like that. You can do that. So you don't have to, yeah. I like to focus powder where my creases are, a little bit right here. I kind of get oily. I kind of get oily. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm kind of being extra, and you can use the same powder we already did, or you can, but I've got my BK Beauty 108 brush, and I'm actually going to put it in this JOA, and you guys know how much I love this powder. It's the Blur powder from JOA Beauty, and I'm going to just use a little bit, and I am using that to set my concealer. You can use this all over your face. You don't have to do the e.l.f. and then this, you know. So it's such a fabulous powder. It's high-end disguised as very affordable drugstore. I have this Glow Dewy Mist setting spray from e.l.f. I don't care if the sprayer on this, well, I think maybe it got better. You gotta really shake it up. I think the coconut kinda, I don't know, it gets milky. It can get kinda like giant droplets. Two things to be, so I love this. It's drugstore. It's dewy, I like the finish. It has a fragrance, and coconut can be comedogenic for some. So just keep that in mind, you know. Too much? I love a lot of setting powder. If you didn't know that. I mean setting spray. I like a lot of setting spray, not setting powder. I like a lot of setting spray. Whew, that's good. Good stuff. Oh, hi. I look like Meg Ryan. Ooh, how are we doing, folks? What do you think? Not about my hair. Come on, honey. Come on. See? What do you think? So for me, this lasts all day, you know, probably, I wouldn't claim it's mask proof, but I would say it has good, it behaves under a mask. So it could, depending on your mask, depending on your skin, you might see a bit of makeup shift, but for me, it's not bad. And I just kind of blot afterwards, you know, if I feel like anything looks a little bit out of place. But I'll link all the shades and products below, and there you go. So I just think that, you know, this works for me. It's not heavy, it's not, but it is makeup. And like I said, it's not like a one and done, but I feel like I've done this so many times that it doesn't take me very long. Yeah. All right. Well, if you have any methods you swear by, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy my channel, please subscribe, because I am a girl looking for subscribers. Would that be you? All right, guys, take care and be well. I'll see you next time. Bye.